A university is not something that one simply opens, like a savings account or a jar of pickles. Any self-respecting academic institution was doubtlessly opened long ago by dignified people who wore bowler hats and spoke via subtitle. The world is a creation of the past, and it is our job to keep it all going and try not to touch anything.
Skills are non-transferable. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. Students are reminded to find themselves. Now taking students for Scientography. New students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Announcement. The timetable is now live.
I'm Maggie Watmore, learning on the job on campus radio. Can I ask, should we be paying someone for using this next song? Sorry, I just really don't know. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. Here we go.
Now starting in the science lab. water, remember? Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
Everyone on campus is talking about the county's education minister and the bad, or maybe good, thing that happened. Over to you, Hugh.
Yes, that's right. Emotions are high here in Croquembouche today as students have flooded into the city to protest the continued existence of Education Minister Tarquin Foxbridge. They dabbled in some chanting, but haven't been able to get into an easy and repeatable rhythm. We'll be here letting you know the wording they settle on as and when it happens.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
Do you want to learn better? Of course you do. Wanda, how do we do that? Everyone is looking for ways to study without all those hours in the library and pen stains on your fingertips. The latest way to trick your body into learning is to sleep with a book in front of or on top of your face. As you sleep, your eyes will occasionally open, letting in a little light and valuable knowledge. Try it for a week and see the results for yourself.
Scientography lecture starting now. Plagiarism is not a belief system. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Cheesy Gubbins are back! Where did they go? Nowhere! Cheesy Gubbins! The only thing you can count on.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Students are reminded to set reminders.
And that's the show. Join us tomorrow when we'll be discussing which vegetables last the longest. That should be great. You know, I've bought 16 avocados this year and still haven't gotten to eat any of them. I mean, really, they must be ripe for about 5 minutes. Sorry, we'll leave that for tomorrow, shall we? Join us then.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Greetings, and welcome to the show. We all have our passion projects, don't we? Our dreams, our hobbies, our oddly job-like hobbies and odd jobbies. Personally, I moonlight as a writer of mysteries. Up next, I'll be taking you to a black and white world of mystery and intrigue. The much-anticipated return of Inspector Blanbury in Pinched Puddings and Just Desserts.
Janitor required for groundskeeping. Thank you. The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. There's a fly in here. Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
It was a summery kind of summer, and Blanbury had scarcely caught his breath, fresh after outsmarting the smuggly cat burglar when an invitation to tea dove inauspiciously through his letterbox. Such are the demands on a world-class detective and conversationalist. No rest for a world-class detective and conversationalist. Arriving at Freshleigh House, our inspector was met with two familiar smells. One promised scones, the other calamity.
Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. is expanding, even more than usual. Now taking students for virtual normality. Students should check in before trying to learn. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
And so to tea, where the sandwiches came and went without the intervention of evil, though Blambury feared the host had been a little overzealous with the cucumber, when, quite of a sudden, the lights went out.
Oh, sorry, I'm always doing that.
The light came up, and Blambury began to doubt himself. Perhaps what he felt was nothing but a herring of lead. Alas.
Staff are reminded to care about students. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
know what young people want in a motor vehicle. Independence. Fun. Woohoo! Wheels. Beaver from Bungle. The car that puts the E in freedom.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
We interrupt our mystery for the news. Hogsport Lighthouse gone missing. Student strikes cause university closure. And mayor threatens to triple taxes. Lovely. Now that's done, we can return to the matter at hand. Will Inspector Blanbury crack the case? Wouldn't you like to know?
Education is non-refundable. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
But who would do such a thing? Who would stoop to the lowly heights populated only by reprobates and trifle thieves?
To the kitchen!
Indeed, the trifle was gone without so much as a trace. However, in its place was a single white glove.
Why, a glove? The fiend must have removed it in the excitement. What good is a glove, dear Blenbury? A glove is no pudding. Ah, but it may yet lead us to pudding. Fetch the hogs!
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. Students must vacate the campus.
They followed the jolly hounds through the grounds, the crunch of the gravel building to a crescendo of narrative tension, and then to grass and sight of the lake and the old willow, where, sitting against the weeping tree, they found the gloveless culprit. None other than Foggleton, the butler.
Oh, Foggleton! How could you? I'm fired, aren't I? I should think so, yes.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. questions.
As they say, the butler did it. It just goes to show you never can trust the help. Well, that's another masterpiece in the collection. But how do I do it? Really, it's a deliciously delicate balance of extreme talent and profound humility. Join me again tomorrow for more criminally underrated radio. Ta-ta!
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. reminded to be inspirational. Remember?
This is Felicity Bellbottoms, and you're listening to Campus Radio, where we do all the work for none of the pay. We've got a great show for you, but first, here's some music.
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. Announcement. The timetable is now live. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. Are reminded to have the time of their lives.
Student, it can be hard to find time for, well, everything. Here's Maggie with a tip for getting things done. multitasking is great. I don't know what I'd do without it. Sometimes I'm there, writing an essay while listening to a recorded lecture and covering an event for campus radio, and it just dawns on me, if multitasking wasn't so great, this would all be a bit much. Thanks, multitasking.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. There's a fly in here. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
And now, the story of a teaching hospital and some missing bones.
Here at the teaching hospital in Mitten, students look forward to a long and healthy life in medicine. But while they were sleeping, with visions of crutches and pharmaceutical machinery in their heads, their teaching skeletons went missing. They've tried making their own skeletons out of wire, toothpicks and toilet paper, but sadly, they're 39 bones short and don't know what they're missing. For now, their education and the future of healthcare in our county is looking boneless and a little limp. Fliss, back to you.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. cancellation is non-refundable. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative purposes. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed.
Thanks for joining us on Campus Radio. If anyone from 2 Point Radio was listening in or has received my emails, I graduate next year and will be available for paid or unpaid roles at your station. Thanks.
The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. End of year results published now. Was there anything we wanted to do?